Good evening, everyone. This is Major Claus reporting to you here on YouTube. So, I definitely think it might be a good idea for me to talk about this right now because a lot of people are talking about it, first of all, and I kind of want to give my 2 cents on this whole situation. I mean, let's be real here. Modern gaming today just sucks. I kid you not, man. We've had such a crazy 4 or 5 years of gaming. We have seen a lot of things in the gaming industry that have been absolute garbage. We've had games that have been woke. We've had games that were, I would, that I would say, definitely broken, unplayable. What's the point of playing new games if they're not going to work properly or cater to a certain kind of audience, right? The only exception here is, of course, Nintendo. I mean, look, I'll admit, Nintendo has done some really stupid things before, and they actually make up for it by fixing what is broken. Though, of course, it shouldn't have been broken to begin with. If you guys remember back when the N64 servers came out on the Switch back in like 2021, Ocarina of Time especially had some issues in terms of like graphical issues that made the game very unplayable. Well, it took some time, but Nintendo was able to fix all that. Thank God. Yeah, I mean, at least Nintendo has the heart to fix stuff when they notice something is broken. And of course, they also did the same thing with Skyward Sword back in 2011, and they did the same kind of thing with the remaster on the Switch 10 years later. Anyway, Nintendo set aside. Well, Nintendo. I'm not too concerned about because I think Nintendo's doing okay. They're going to be releasing the Switch 2, and I'm pretty sure they're going to have something rather phenomenal that will make the system a success. But then again, that's going to be up to Nintendo, not up to me or anyone else. I've heard of games like Conquered, and I also know for a fact that Ubisoft is now pretty much dead now, and it looks like they're going to be on life support until they have to file for bankruptcy, which is really unfortunate. But go woke, go broke. That's all I could say. You see, back in my days when I was a kid, I sound so old when I say that now. Almost every TV show that I would watch, they had some kind of educational value that made them worth watching. Of course, I'm talking about like Barney and Sesame Street. You name it, it's there. You would tune into a certain channel, just watch it there. And nowadays, you just don't get that anymore. The streaming services we have, people are just making the same kind of crap, and people are just not buying it anymore. And it's just really sad that this is happening. Look, I'm going to sound like Review Tech USA when I say this, but it's true. I don't want to see people or companies go out of business because that means people lose their jobs. They can't feed their families or keep a roof under their head. Being unemployed sucks. That's all I could say. So I don't know what's going to happen to the future of gaming in the next couple of years. I definitely think that a lot of gaming companies are going to face some really dark times. With Nintendo being the only exception here. I mean, if you think about it, they're going to have Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, which is supposed to come out next year, and I'm really hoping, I'm praying to the gods of the Triforce that they put the Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD either on the Switch or the Switch 2 console. Either way, I don't really care. Though it would probably make more sense if they were on the older console, because everyone would be able to buy it. But at the same time, though, if they put on a newer console, it's going to help the new console drive up sales, and people will actually buy it for that very reason. So with that being said, I kind of had to be a little festive for this video because the holidays are coming up. Christmas is just around the corner. I figured I should get my own 2 cents on this matter because I think it's really important. But I do think people have a very good reason to go back to classic gaming. I mean, let's face it. It doesn't matter how new a game looks in terms of graphics. I don't care about the HD graphics anymore in terms of like realism. Okay, I'm not too picky with 60 FPS. I can play a 30 FPS game just fine as long as the game runs well. There's no issues. But if you're gonna make a game that's like very heavily realistic to the point where people don't want to buy it, that's not going to be good. And Nintendo takes this pretty well actually. They don't just make games just to to improve graphics like a lot of companies do. They make them fun, like they always have ever since. Well, they've always made fun games. Let me just put it that way. But I think the two systems that were Nintendo's best out of all of them are the GameCube and the Nintendo Wii. Those two systems were, on a personal note, they were actually there to save me and my two siblings from a lot of issues at the time. So there's really that. I'm hoping for the best for the gaming industry in the future. I don't know if they're going to learn their lesson from all the bullshit they've been putting out. I know Ubisoft is in serious trouble. They're having a hard time getting out of it. But I don't know, man. It's going to be really tough out there for them. This is Major League Gaming or Major Claws Gaming logging out. Thank you for watching.